Hello, this is Brandon Musful, Executive Director of Great River Rescue, and welcome to your video tour of Great River Rescue for 2020. It seems like every year a lot of things change around here, so I like to do a new video each year. So I'm going to take you around, show you what's new, and just do the best I can with my camera work. All right, hope you enjoy. Here we are outside of the Great River Rescue facility, which should be pretty familiar. I'm going to pan to the left though and point out that we now have a spay-neuter trailer. That is our Pet Fixers trailer. We obtained that this past winter from another program that was running it. Sorry, a loud truck went by, but that is now our trailer, and we are doing at least once a month spay-neuter clinics with that trailer, and there are other opportunities to serve and expand that program here in the near future. And I'm just gonna pan back to the right. Out there you can see the back half of a transport truck that we have as well. We do need to do some work on that truck to make sure it's safe for travel, but that should be beneficial to us as well. There we have our carport and CRV for other travel and transport needs, and of course our aluminum can area. All right, so we'll head on inside. As we walk in, I'll point out that we have had to respond to the COVID-19 emergency. We've had some case increases here in our area recently, so as of next week we're going to be open by appointment only. We did do that in the past, and we were able to continue to adopt animals in that fashion. So those are our notices on the front window. And then going in, I want to point out that we have a new fire and security system this year. So that is up to code, exactly what the fire chief wants from us. So the facility is much safer in terms of security and just fire safety. There's our new security panel. And then as we're walking in, we have items for sale. It's mostly used items that get donated to us that we resell. You can see easy walk harnesses and collars and leashes and things. In the corner there we have some t-shirts and then beds and dog sweaters and jackets. And we'll pan to the right. Of course, we have our front desk area. And if you haven't noticed already, we have new flooring. So this floor is very durable and easier to clean and disinfect. So we're excited to have this floor here. And the walls, at least in the lobby, were also painted with a very durable paint, a scuff-resistant paint. There we have our TV, our computer for volunteers to log their hours. We have our information center over there. A couple of boards here, one for adoptable animals in foster care. Alita was on there just the other day, but I think she got adopted maybe yesterday. Some other community flyers up there. And we're going to walk into our introduction room. So this is a multi-purpose room. It's used for volunteers to spend time with animals. It's used for meetings. It's used for introductions between dogs sometimes, or especially in the winter. We'll spend time with dogs in this room. So very multi-purpose kind of a room. There you can see we have some posters, some safety information. And coming back out into the lobby, we're going to pan to the left, and we still have our cat colony rooms over here. There's one of our friends right there. I can't remember his name. He's a big cat. He's saying hello there. So just going back this way, you can hear the phone is ringing. There we have some informational brochures. This is our office area for our kennel coordinator. We'll work at this desk. Obviously some filing there. We still need an employee break room. We do not have that. Someday we'll get that. But just the front desk area where our desk person and our kennel attendants can work back here. And I will also point out this is my office where we have some files that are secured. We have a safe, couple of safes in there, and other, secure information for the shelter. So I'm going to stop the video here or pause it, and then we'll go into the cat room. All right, we've walked into the cat room, and Erin is currently in here doing some cleaning of kennels. You can see there are some cats that are out of their kennels right now as she cleans, and some cats that are crying for some more food. That's Mabel up there. She likes to have a lot of attention. You can see we've got the portaled kennels, so every cat has two sides, one for its litter box, one side for its bedding. We have the privacy curtains, so they have the option to hide or just be concealed if they want. The kennel cards with information about each cat and notices that are important. In that back room, that is another cat colony room, so we have some kittens in there. We'll see who's in there at the moment. Yeah, so there we have some kitties lounging. And clients and volunteers can enter these cat colony rooms, so they just need to put hand sanitizer on. We try to put cats in the colonies as we can. They do need to be safe to be handled and get along with other cats. And I'll just point out we have a storage closet here for bedding and litter boxes and other supplies. Alright, I'll pause the video and we're going to head out to the dog rooms. Okay, we're just entering the center room here between our dog rooms. You can see we have these whiteboards. We have the left room and the right room, or sometimes we call them east or west, or large or small dog room. But we have two dog rooms. So we'll go to the right first. Looks like we got a fan going in here at the moment. But we've got our dog kennels in here, stainless steel with, we have these orange grates at the bottom. And this room was just cleaned a little bit earlier today. So there are about 10 kennels in here. You can see the dogs have their kennel cards as well with information about them. You can see Moose was recently neutered, and then he's got some Mod Squad information there. A volunteer group that works with the dogs is called the Mod Squad. And of course at the front of the room we have our sink and supplies and treats and everything. Over here we have our grooming sink. Admittedly, we will use that to wash items as well, larger items. All right, we'll pause and head to the other room. All right, well, here we are in the left or east dog room. Also, it is a little bit of a larger dog room. We do have some open spots right now in here. We do have kennels that we took down when we did the flooring, and we just haven't set all of them back up yet. Our hope is actually to remodel this room in the near future and split it up into some separate spaces. One space would be a second introduction room for volunteers and clients, and another space would be an employee break area. We find that we don't actually need the number of dog kennels that we have, so that's why we do want to split up this area. We have more supplies up here. So this room is obviously very similar to the other dog room. So we'll head through this door and go back to the warehouse. All right, this is our warehouse. You see we keep plenty of supplies back here. We do have a refrigerator. That's used mostly for human food for consumption, or like dog treats that need to be refrigerated. We'll use the freezer to freeze Kong treats. But you can see we've got plenty of dog treats, dog food, crates and carriers, cat litter. There you can see we have some autoclave machines now, which are necessary to sterilize the equipment that are used in the pet fixer spay neuter clinics, and those are some surgical packs on the table in front of you. And like any good warehouse, we have the water heater and the furnaces and everything like that as well. That is our drum of rescue disinfectant, so we use rescue primarily for cleaning and disinfecting here at the shelter. We now have an eye wash station. I'm not sure if we had that last year. And of course, washer and dryer, and plenty of towels and blankets and bedding and everything. Our maintenance worker has his workstation here. Not the most ideal spot, but it works for him. Occasionally we will convert this area here into a little garage sale. We open up our garage door here and section this part off, and then we will sell our used pet supplies. Okay, so that's a good look at our warehouse. Actually, you can see up front there, we have more file cabinets for files from previous years. So we will pause there and head toward the back. All right, we're now in the hallway. We have a whiteboard here for employee notices. We have our cat quarantine room. At the moment we have, I believe, a cat that is not necessarily sick or showing any symptoms of anything, but is a semi-feral cat, so we're giving this cat the full room for safety reasons. So we're not going to go in there. We'd have to scrub up to go in there. We have a bulletin board here for more employee information. And here is our cat intake room. You can see there's a sign right there. So when cats are first brought in, they'll come in here for their exam, vaccinations, and sometimes cats spend a day or two back here just to get acclimated. When we have a cat that's dropped off for a spay-neuter surgery, they might spend time back here rather than up front. Looks like we have some kittens that I think just came in yesterday. So they look pretty cute. We will also do exams of dogs when we intake them occasionally in here. Obviously, we don't want cats and dogs in the same room if we can help it, but this is where all of our supplies, our vaccines are back here, so it's a little easier to get the intake exams done. This nice table was built by students over at Bemidji State University. And then lots of supplies over there in that cabinet. All right, we'll head back out here in the hallway, and then here we have our dog quarantine room. This space is, I would say, underutilized. We don't often have dogs that need to be quarantined. Occasionally we do. We have a scale back here. These are, I think, supplies that are going to be transported for donation or recycling. We do our best to try to recycle everything. We do have 4 kennels back here, but we do continue to talk about how to better utilize space. It would be nice to use it when we don't have, dogs back here to be quarantined. But we have everything we need back here if we do have dogs. Supplies, food, disinfectant. And we'll take a look outside here of the dog quarantine room. Oh, the door's locked. Here we just have our air conditioning unit. And then you see we do have some areas back here. You can see how it hasn't been mowed, and that's because we just haven't had many dogs back here, so there really hasn't been need to keep up with the mowing. But we have all the fence slats back here so that it's understood that these dogs are not available for adoption and people aren't coming back here and viewing the dogs. Alright, we'll pause it and then we will look at the outdoor spaces behind the building. Alright, these are the dog kennels behind our building. That's Moose right there with his cone on. We do have some barking. Hopefully it's not too loud. You can see we have some shade cloth up for the dogs. There's Charlie, a very friendly dog. Not sure why he's barking so much. Just trying to talk to you guys. There is that truck that you saw earlier. And we're just heading back further on the property here. We are fortunate we do have 12 acres of land, so lots of space. Someday, if we ever can expand, we've got the space to do that too. These are our dog runs, so these are great spaces for playing fetch with the dogs, just hanging out with them. They spend a lot of time back here when it's nice out. And again, we do what we can to try to provide some shade for them. We have the fence slats and the shade cloth. This is Jax saying hi to everybody. That's Freda right there. And then we do have our walking trails. So we're very pleased to have these. We have them all labeled and we have a little map with trail signs out there. And volunteers or the public can come out here and walk their dogs on our property. So it's nice back there. The only problem is the ticks and the deer flies and that kind of the bugs that are out there. But here's a look at our building from the back. And that really covers every part of our building, except for, I suppose, I didn't show you the bathroom. But we'll go ahead and stop the video here, and I'll sign out in just a minute. So that concludes our tour of Great River Rescue here in Bemidji, Minnesota. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about our facility, about our organization, you can direct them to me, Brandon Mustful, at director@greatriverrescue.com. Our phone number is 218-751-7910, and our website is greatriverrescue.com. Thank you, and we appreciate your continued support of our work.